Lord God Almighty, creator of heaven and earth, thank you for the gift of marriage, for all the joy and love that it brings us. We thank you for Fady and Ann. Thank you that you have brought them together for this special day, and that you hold them safely in your hands. We pray that you richly bless them in their journey, and from this day forward, we walk hand in hand into everything that you have destined them to be.
So as we were sitting down together thinking about what to say, Amir and I, the first thing that came through our minds was this tiny beautiful face that God sent to us on June 27th at around 7 a.m. after a lot of pain and agony. This cute little face had the most charming smile I've ever seen. And from that moment, we truly felt the blessing you were given to us from God. The little boy continued to grow and become the most handsome young man I know. It's crazy to us that this little baby that I remember holding 25 years ago is now going to be the greatest husband to the love of his life, beautiful Anne. We're so proud of you, Fady, and we love how you're a loving and courageous man, and you have become your family and your friends and your little sister. I loved watching you grow to be the most supportive older brother to your little sister, Marina. and I pray that God continues to strengthen your relationship with each other. We wish you and Anne a life full of blessings, and please remember to always put God in your house and refer to Him in every step you take. I hope everyone has a great rest of the night, and we thank all of you for joining us in celebrating such a milestone in our life as Fady and Anne become one. Thank you.
I would like to thank everyone for coming to join us this event, and I'm happy, to get another son to Matthew. He taken my little girl and. I can't say anything, Yeah. And thank you, everyone,
Ever since I've known Anne from when we were 8 years old, we've quickly become best friends. But I won't bore you with all the details of our friendship, but I do want to express how genuinely happy I am that my best friend is now married to her best friend. And choosing you as one of my sisters was a conscious choice, and there's something extraordinary special about having a friendship so strong it becomes a sisterhood. You're beautiful in every imaginable way, and I know that Fady will only bring more beauty into your life. Fady, you've made my friend happier than I've ever seen before, so please continue to love and cherish her. She is so loved. We love you, Anne, and we're so happy to congratulate this new chapter. May God bless all your days together, and Fady, welcome to the family!
So although Fady and I would never admit at the age of 10 that we loved each other, we always used to play with each other, and being the younger, annoying sister I was, I used to copy every step he took. He would play soccer, Mauro would play soccer. He would play basketball, and guess what Mauro did? Played basketball. We used to always play one-on-one outside on the driveway, and Fady used to always beat me. Keyword, used to. And of course, being the child I was, I would start crying that he wasn't letting me win. So he started to let me win. But one day, the tables turned. I got bored of winning every time. So I told him, I think I could take on a challenge. You can start trying now. So we played again, and I kept winning. I was like, Fady, seriously, you can start letting me win now. And in his head, he's looking at me like, dude, I'm trying all I can. We both came to the conclusion that Fady was never going to beat me. So he stuck to training me to basketball. And now I'm the basketball player I am today. He was the most dedicated with me and honestly my #1 supporter. When my brother and I started to get closer, Fady used to talk to me about Anne. One thing I will never forget is when him and I were in the car many years ago, and I asked him how things are with Anne. He said to me, Mauro, I think she is just the one. No one makes me feel the way that she does. And from that moment, I looked at him and I wanted to say, but I just saw how serious he was and had that feeling in my gut that one day I would see Anne walking down the aisle to my brother. One thing you should know about my brother is that when he truly wants something, he will do whatever it takes to get it. And that something for him was the love of his life.
Died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I've loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more.
I'm very happy to welcome you, Anne. And I'm so happy that you're officially my sister that I've always wanted. And I'm so happy that my brother has found the one that completes his life. Now, Fady, honestly, I am so proud to call you my brother and best friend. I'm so proud of everything you have accomplished in your life. And in Fady, I just wanted to say I'm so happy for the both of you, and I can't wait to see what life has in store for both of you. Thank you, guys.
Tante Reda and Uncle Amir, you have given me one of your biggest blessings, Fady. I promise to take care of him, feed him, and try to keep him alive. Thank you so much for all you have done for us, and thank you for welcoming me into your family and making me feel like I was your daughter from the start. Mom and Dad, there are no words to describe how much you both mean to me. I love you both from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for making me into the person I am today and for showing me what true love looks like. God has truly blessed me with the most amazing role models and parents. Don't worry, I will definitely come visit you from Milton because who else is gonna feed us? Thank you guys, and I love you. finally, my husband, Fady, you look very handsome tonight. 8 years later, and the day is finally here. Can you believe it? Okay, well, I never knew I could love someone as much as I love you. I promise to keep bothering you as much as I can, sing as loudly as I can, and to always make you smile. I can't wait for this venture with you. I love you.
All along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more.
Now, truth be told, I wanted to MC this wedding. She didn't let me. Apparently, it's inappropriate to leave your bride alone up there. But whatever, here we are now. Shout out to Kiro and Zayd, my boys, my brothers, for holding it down. Okay, so firstly, I want to address my wonderful parents. Dad, I'm going to say just as many words about you as you said about me. Nah, I'm just kidding, brother. I got you. Mom, I'm going to start with you because every son falls in love with their mother first. Am I right? So my mother has always been my biggest fan, my biggest supporter, somebody who I've always looked up to. 100% support all the time, even though I'm not a pharmacist. Sorry, Mom. My dad, Baba Habib Albi. My dad shows his love in the most obscure ways. For example, he's been telling everybody how ecstatic he is that I'm leaving the house. But apparently that's a way of showing love. My father was the most ecstatic man that I moved out of school. My mother, on the other hand, cried her eyes out. Just to show you a little bit of the relationship. And I remember he looked at her and said, "Inti بتعيطي ليه? البيت فضي شوية." For everybody that doesn't speak Arabic, that means, why are you crying? The house is empty now. No, but seriously, guys, I love you both from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for accepting all my jokes and my crooked sense of humor. And I know, Dad, I love you just as much as you love me, Habib Albi. And my mother, I love you as well, Mom. Thank you. Shout out to my parents. Now, another set of parents, Uncle Kamal and Tant Hoda. How are you tonight? I think Tant Hoda's really upset because I'm taking her daughter. And Tant, I'm very sorry, but you raised a beautiful human being. It's not my fault. How am I supposed to avoid something like this? Come on, man. Shout out to my bride tonight. Tant and uncle, from day one, you've accepted me into your home. The amount of musalsalat we've watched. And I'd come in like episode 6 maybe, and she'd catch me up on 1 through 5, and she would tell me everything about it. And then all of a sudden, I'm 100% caught up. I'm coming home to talk to my mom about it. And she's like, "Inta baqit min ya ibni? Musalsalat?" Tant Hoda, if you don't know anything about her, if there's one thing you need to know, this is the #1 cook in this entire building. A lot of times I'd come home, so Ann and I lived about 45 minutes to an hour apart from each other. Wow, how did you make it from high school? That's so cool. Yeah, we've been together since high school. Whatever, right? But my dad would always tell me, did you arrive home safely? I'd say yes. He said, did you bring kunefa back with you? I'd say no. He said, go back to Scarborough immediately and get me kunefa. So, shout out to Tant Hoda. We love your kunefa. Thank you guys so much. I love you for letting me have this beautiful woman and for raising a beautiful woman. I couldn't have more amazing in-laws. Thank you so much. Shout out to my in-laws. And last but not least, my beautiful wife. I don't know if you're cheering because I said last but not least or because I said beautiful wife, but I'm gonna go with beautiful wife. So this individual, we started dating in high school, in case I haven't already told all of you 30 times. I was in grade 12, she was in first year. It was borderline illegal, but here we are now. It's okay, we're married, it's fine. I'm gonna deal with this later on, but it's fine. This individual has taught me really a plethora of different things to become the person that I am today. Anne does this beautiful thing where she calls me and she says, hey, what do you think about this? And I'll say, you know what, this is what I think. She'll say, yeah, it doesn't matter anyways. I just wanted to hear what you had to say, but I'm gonna do it. So, thanks, bye. Thank you for teaching me how to be patient and for understanding that truly my opinion ain't matter. This person has shown me how to love unconditionally. If any of you know who I am, I have a stupid sense of humor, and I seldom know my limits. And this is a person who I've tested my limits many times with, and she's still here. So it's kind of crazy. Last but not least, because I want to get you guys all dancing, and I've never in my life, sorry to all the weddings that I've been to, seen a more beautiful bride in my entire life. I'm so happy to begin this journey with you. I'm so happy that we can finally be roommates after 8 years. Wow! 8 years, and we're finally, I've already had a roommate before, but I'm sorry, Zizo, she's gonna have to be the best roommate ever. I'm so excited to begin this journey with you and to hopefully one day grow our family and become the #1 dynasty in all of Ontario. And I love you unconditionally. You're the best person I've ever met in my life. Thank you for everything. Guys, thank you guys all for coming tonight or for being supportive of us year 1 through 8. 4 months ago, if I met you, I still love you. I swear I do. Thank you guys so much for coming. Enjoy the rest of your night. And get hella twisted, baby!
This day has been a long day coming. 7 or 8 years in the making. It's exactly how I envisioned it. Fady, you sitting up there, married AF. I'll give you guys 3 prime examples today as to why I think Anne fell in love with Fady. Number 1, Fady is unselfish and he's considerate. He always puts other people's feelings before his, before he acts. So I remember when Fady and I first started becoming friends, it was because I moved to his high school in grade 10. Being the new kid is tough. No friends, no one to hang out with. But I remember Fady used to always go away from his friends while I was eating lunch and come eat with me. Number 2, Fady is a hard worker. I also remember in grade 11, I dropped all science courses because I didn't want to pursue any career that was science related. Relax, my parents were okay with it, we're not Egyptians. Tell me, oh, you took the easy way out, as he struggled, working hard through chem, physics, and bio, barely passing all these classes. But then, I remember, I think it was either the first day of the second semester of grade 11 or the first day of grade 12. Fady comes to my locker smiling, ear to ear, the biggest grin. Comes to me, Zaid, I dropped all sciences and I'm gonna go into business. So I take full credit for his business career. But for real, Fady is very hardworking. Especially when he's passionate about something, he puts his all into it. Imagine if he had a podcast, how sick would that be? Now, finally, and seeing as that I can't give you any marriage advice, I can give you some roommate advice, as I roomed with Fady for 4 years. Very quickly, Fady hates a dirty and a full sink. I've literally seen him go to other people's houses and clean their dishes because their sink was so dirty. So what I used to do, I used to eat when Fady wasn't home, put the dish in the sink and leave the house. I came back, dishes were clean. Fady also has the ability to get ready in 3 minutes. I've seen him take a shower in 36 seconds. I'm not sure what he cleaned, but somehow it's been working. So, if you're ever concerned about being late, don't worry. Fady will get you there early. Lastly, seeing as how you'll be cooking for each other, don't forget to include Fady's 3 favorite ingredients: pickles, mustard, and olives. Fady, I'm proud of the man that you've become, and I know Anne will continue to help you grow into the man that you're supposed to be. God bless you both on this amazing new journey, and no matter what your marital status is, you're always going to be the FA in Fadeaway, you're always going to be the butter to my Wizza, and you're always going to be my brother. Thank you.
I think I speak for most people, and especially the bridal party when I say this. I feel like we've all been in this relationship for the past 8 years. The two of you have clearly been such a blessing to each other. You have grown up together and shaped one another into what a loving, caring, and supportive couple looks like. Now, Anne is hands down one of the luckiest people. Fady, on the other hand, not so much. I'm just kidding. But on a more serious note, it's safe to say that you've actually hit the jackpot with her. You have to take care of our sister. You have to cherish her, support her, and most importantly, love her. The baton has passed on to you from not 1, not 2, and not 3, but 4 people. She is now fully your responsibility, and we are certain you're not going to let us down.
Dile que tú eres mía, mía, tú sabes que eres mía, mía, tú misma lo decías, cuando yo te lo hacía. Dile que tú eres mía, mía, tú sabes que eres mía, mía, tú misma lo decías, cuando yo te lo hacía.
Good evening, everyone. welcome to my freedom. I mean, Fady and Ann's wedding. I don't really have a lot to say about my sister because she actually has been the greatest sister God could actually bless my family and myself with. As we grew up together, my parents, amazing parents that they are, they taught us that no one would ever be in between us. We'd always have to take care of each other. And I personally took that to heart because to me, forever and ever, she'll be my baby sister. But going back to the point where my parents said we have no one but each other to look after, today, I think that's wrong. Because I have two other people in my life that I need to take care of now. First person I'd like to thank is Maru. And the reason why I thank Maru is because she's taking a weight off me, complete weight. I don't need to listen about makeup, I don't need to listen about teaching, I don't need to listen about any of that stuff. She could deal with that now. I wanted to thank Fady. And the reason why I thank Fady is because finally I have something I always wanted, and that's a younger brother. And the reason why I say that is because I had no one to really beat on or really to talk basketball about or anything. But God blessed me with an amazing dude. And I'm really thankful to call him my brother. So the verse from Ephesians 5:25, it says, "For husbands, this means love your wives, just as Christ loved the church. He gave up his life for her." So always remember, you are in your own church now, but you have to always give up your life for her. And that's the only thing I ask as a big brother. I'd like to congratulate the new Mr. and Mrs. Fady and Ann Joaquin. Thank you.
Don't show up.